Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's live stream of our homebrew D&D campaign, The Darkness of Amon'Gul, a high fantasy campaign set in the continent of Creydor. We are the Conduits of Chaos, a bunch of D&D and gaming enthusiasts from Wales, and in tonight's episode, we'll rejoin our adventurers as they find themselves in a dragon's lair, deep within the Forgotten Mountains. But before we catch up on the action, just a quick thank you to everyone who's been keeping up with our videos so far. If you are new to the channel or just tuning in, please check out all of our past videos available on our Twitch and YouTube channels. Links are in the channel description below. And if you do like what you see, please consider supporting us by hitting that big, lovely subscribe button too. So let's head over to the table and see what our adventurers think of their current situation. WhatsApp group did have the words catfished banding around at one point. Are we feeling a little betrayed by chance?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
In the downtime since last session, Grizz has been looking in the job vacancies for non-adventuring careers. Let's put it that way.
I like it.
Yeah.
I think we're going to kill the dragon though, one shot, you know?
I'm thinking maybe becoming like a master blacksmith, something like that. A lot less stress, right? You know.
I've got to admit,
yeah.
that's one thing the party hasn't lacked is enthusiasm that you are going to kill a dragon tonight. So I am really happy with that.
Yeah, we're going to kill a dragon, and then we're going to have a real crisis of confidence immediately afterwards because of how we've been tricked and misled.
Yeah, I'm more worried about pissing the dragon off than killing it.
I want to see if Broderson can cook it and what it tastes like when it's dead.
Oh yeah. Can we cook it, please, Broderson? All of it in one go.
We'll see.
Okay.
I can't quite pop the accent out yet. It's been so long.
Okay, no worries.
You have to get into practice.
Well, all right. Well, on that note, let's head into the recap and tonight's session. I'll just check up on some light background music. So at the start of the last session, you found yourselves in a cliffhanger moment in the heat of a battle with a large group of goblins. Lovak managed to play on Stonker's arrogance, drawing him close enough to slice his blade through the bugbear's commander's skull, decapitating him and leaving his goblin guard and brothers dumbstruck and in a state of confusion. As the goblins around tried to make sense of the situation, Caspad took a hefty blow from the ogre beside him, but not before he managed to unleash an eruption of earth at the patrol, bearing down towards the group from the rear of the cave system, doing a great job at injuring and slowing them down. One of the goblins did manage to draw its bow, however, and fired at Grizz, but in a dexterous and lightning quick response, intercepted the arrow and using its momentum, sent it flying back towards him, striking his throat and killing him where he stood. At this moment, Bash called for an end to the fighting as he kneeled before Lovak with some respect as the new tribal leader. The goblins around laid down their arms as Lovak presented Daggis as his new goblin commander. Meanwhile, an incapacitated Broderson, buried beneath a large pile of gold, somehow managed to find the air returning to his lungs as he plunged his hand out of the treasure to catch his breath. In a moment of composure, he managed to take some of the green mushrooms he'd collected earlier in the cave to rejuvenate himself, at the cost of leaving him somewhat delirious, however. And sorry, I'm just gonna turn the sound off here. I'm getting double sound come through. 'Cause I know that'll come through on the stream. Cool. Sorry about that. So with the goblins gathered, though, and Daggis in charge, you discussed your plans to head into Mozor's lair, but not before you removed the headache of the remaining goblins. You devised a plan to send them down the mountain to Gandrish with a small amount of coin, figuring they would never be seen again. A small price to pay given the amount of gold already in the cave. After a long-awaited restful night, you checked the treasure beside you to find some small trinkets and artifacts, including a magical ring and some luxurious chain armor. Olga even found a particularly rare gemstone, a star ruby worth around 1,000 gold pieces. On Stonker's body, you found a particularly strange necklace, resonating with a small static charge and 6 beads dangling from it. From there, you made a decision to shovel as much of the gold, I think it was about 4,000 in total, into your bag of holding and made your way towards Mozor's lair, in hopes he wasn't there. You travelled an hour or so down a long, narrow cavern that in parts had been carved out slightly to widen it. The heavy air gave a claustrophobic feeling as you continued a few kilometres towards a small, narrow opening where you could see a bright light piercing through the edges of a large stone concealing the entryway. In front of you, a small goblin patrol had been keeping watch over Mozor's lair, and after a hostile greeting and a pitiful attempt by Daggis to take command, Lovak revealing Stonker's cut-off head was enough to get them talking. That and the fact his name was Plonker and Stonker's father. They told you the lair seemed quiet, and after a brief discussion about the ethics of stealing more of Mozor's gold with Daggis, you decided to have the ogre move the rock to reveal the cavern behind. As Lovak Cathbad... I'll go back. You were immediately captivated by the large crystal in the center of the room that radiated a pristine and blinding white light. A crystal that matched the vision in Cathbad's dreams. As Lovak, Cathbad and Olga attempted to gain insight into the crystal, you could sense some magic but couldn't quite work out its mysteries. Grizz attempted to channel the power of Bor's light to seek answers from the heaven and speak to Bor, which did seem to have some effect, but not what he was expecting, as he felt a slight resonance from around his waist where the sword he recovered from the tombs of the ancient city of Digdarum was located. With that, the cave shook for a brief moment before the energy seemed to dissipate. Meanwhile, Drent headed over towards the large stack of treasure towards the northern part of the cavern, where he found an intriguing robe made of a fine silk. Broderson, seemingly having withdrawals from his mushrooms, took the opportunity to eat a little bit more, again becoming slightly delirious, to the point he saw Daggis, like a unicorn riding a rainbow, flow down the treasure towards him. In his state, he managed to persuade Broderson that there were golden mushrooms beyond the treasure, and so he followed. And this is where Daggis disappeared before him, as a plume of smoke and magical essence filled the air around him to reveal a large white dragon above his head. As his size grew, the treasure pile was strewn across the floor with his tail caused the entryway to crumble. As you all heard Mozor speak to you, calling you thieves in the mountain. After a little back and forth and attempts at reason, particularly from a Grizz who felt he had done no harm at all, Mozor decided he had had enough of talking. And that's where we'll pick up tonight's session. You find yourselves in a large frozen cavern, the air around you chilling as the light from the crystal at the center of the room glistens against the backdrop of the crystalline walls and icy floors around you. Feeling somewhat catfished and confused, Daggis, now Mozor, seeks revenge for the theft of his gold and chopped off toe. So we'll start at the top of the turn order with Cathbad as Mozor gazes down upon the party with vengeful eyes.
I forgot I was first. Okay.
Also playing 2 characters tonight.
I've just been looking through all of Olga's stuff, and now I'm like, oh wait, Cathbad's up. I do have a little bit of a plan. So Cathbad, seeing the dragon is baring its fangs at us, ready to fight, I'm gonna move to, let me just measure this out, sort of behind the dragon. here. And as I'm moving over, I'm gonna yell, "Spread out!" And then I am going to cast. So I found the magic ring in the previous cavern, which was the ring of animal influence, which has 3 charges, and it has some spells imbued in the ring. And as I'm shouting, I'm going to point one hand up at the dragon and cast fear on the dragon.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm on the wrong tab. So fear, where are you? I'm not sure if that's going to come through. That's not what I wanted to come through. Sorry about that. So basically, the ring projects a spectral image of the creature's worst fear. There it is. So I don't know what Mozor's worst fear would be. Probably an empty chamber that's emptied of gold, right?
Not catfishiness is probably supposed to
an empty cavern fills Mozor's eyesight. So he has to pass a wisdom save of 13. If not, he becomes frightened and sprints away.
Okay. So a wisdom saving throw. Sorry, I was just checking. The reason why I'm getting 2 sets of music come through is my Roll20's bugged. So it's playing like a playlist before it is, there's nothing even playing right now. So it's not coming through right, and I know that's going to impact the sound as it comes through on the stream. So sorry that I'm interrupting that a sec.
So we've never had a fear spell before, have we? It's a new one, right?
Not in this game.
The other 2 spells in the ring are ones I already had, but this one I'm hoping comes in handy.
Is Broderson under the dragon?
Yeah, where is Broderson?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, under the wing.
Said earlier, can anyone else smell feet?
Have a look at his toes.
Are you going to be in fear too?
I guess you can angle it, right? So it wouldn't clip him. Like,
yeah,
if you angled it so it clipped like here.
That's a good shout. Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
shout.
Maybe.
It's got to be doable, right?
I'm sure it is. I just can't get my head around it because I don't know how the cones work on grids. They're quite strange, aren't they?
So does it go out wider from where I cast from?
Yeah. So you would think it's 1, then like 3, then 5 and 7, but it doesn't quite work like that from what I've seen on.
It doesn't really
tutorials.
say how wide it goes, does it?
It's 30 foot cone, it says.
But how wide is the base of the cone? Like, can you see my arrow? Oh, you can't see it.
It doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't say like.
But
It
the
doesn't
end would be
say-
30 feet as well, I think.
Oh right, so it's 30 feet like across as well.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that if I were to do it that way. But I kind of want to do it that way in between Broderson and Grizz, because that's where his head is. So I want to like fire it up into his face. But is that going to be too wide? Is that going to catch?
Does it matter where you hit him? Just that you do, right?
It converts to the blocks, like the squares, like Ryan was saying.
Yeah.
So it does go like 1, then 3, then.
It's something like that, but it's a very strange image when you look it up. Like I've noticed with like Fireball and things like that. Like it says like it's a radius of this and that, and then because a part of a block is only clipped very partially, it then becomes, it doesn't count, so it doesn't actually form a proper circle.
Oh, I see what you mean. Let's have a look. Oh, okay.
Either way, you
Oh,
definitely
yeah,
aimed
okay,
it to
yeah.
clip the
So-
dragon and not Broderson, right?
Yeah.
A 30 foot,
the
a
other way
30 foot cone. A 30-foot cone. When I'm googling it, doesn't look massive. So it's basically
It's like 6 across, then 4, then 2. Is it like?
So
Like-
the thing I'm looking at here is there's two different versions of it as well in the image that I've got. There's like the 30-foot cone, which goes basically 6 by 6. Yeah. So it's on the X and the Y, vertical and horizontal, right?
So I'm gonna get rid of this in a sec, but it's like
I'll
something
move
like
the
that,
dragon
isn't it?
slightly, and I'll bring Broderson to the top.
I need you to delete my thing after, please.
'Cause
No, we should leave that there now. Like,
Modern art.
That's fear.
Well, hang on a second.
So that you can see where Broderson is now. Look.
Oh yeah, he's just in range, isn't he? Okay. Is it okay to fire it at the tail?
And just to be absolutely clear, because I know it isn't clear here, I did put a little box on the GM layer, which I'll bring to the token layer a sec, just to show you, because I obviously wanted the dragon to look intimidating in terms of size. That's its square, okay?
Yeah.
okay.
So you could easily clip this edge here then.
Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah.
I'll fire it to the northeast direction at its butt, basically.
Sorry. Right, I've got the music sorted now. Apparently it was playing in the playlists and hadn't stopped, even though I'd stopped them, so they said nothing was playing, so we're good. Right, sorry about that. Tech issues as per usual. I think it's all set up before we go. But right, we're back in the game. So, wisdom saving throw required from the dragon, yes?
Yes, please. 13.
Okay.
Yeah, come on, Mike. We want to fuck up this dragon.
And I would scare the cat bad.
Ooh, wisdom saving throw on a dragon.
They're quite wise, aren't they?
What did he need to get?
13.
17.
Damn. Okay. Cool. I'll as my bonus action, then I'll just pick up a stone for use of magic stone. And then end my turn.
Okay, cool. So that brings us on to Lovak.
He's on the ground, yeah? The dragon.
He's on the pile of treasure, yeah.
Okay. I will run towards him. And there. And give him a quick stab with a short sword.
Okay, roll to hit, please. As you strike in at this dragon's...
Oh, go get him!
What an opener! That's why they made you the boss of the goblins, right?
Oh,
Down in the
this is
shoulder.
one
Oh,
dead
my-
dragon.
What have I got that can block this? Nothing. Right.
Oh, look at those as well. Look at those rolls. Perfect 6, perfect 24.
Oh no, hang on. That's
No, it's
not
not.
come through right. He's actually
I
got
can
awful
write
rolls.
in what I want.
Ah,
I was going to say, aren't all his dice rolls ones?
Yeah.
Oh my word.
Oh my god, you got 4 ones in all of that.
well, how was the come through all wrong then?
I reckon that damage is bugged.
So
Just
you've got a 6. No, because he rolled a 5 on one of them. So,
oh, yeah.
but your sneak attack, you'll get full dice for, as well as standard rolls. So we got a 6.
So that
5
was 30, yeah?
5d6, yeah, which is 30 plus the 6, so 36 plus the 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's 44 points of damage.
That's what I got. Yeah.
Tell us how he died. Oh no. Okay. He still hasn't got Dagger's stats, I'm assuming.
Yeah, as an unsuspecting Mozor, seemingly having just reformed itself from his reshaped Daggis form, just is caught unaware by your striking blows, and you manage to clip his wings quite severely.
Okay. Bonus action. I'm gonna dash up here.
Are you going out of his range?
Yeah.
Okay. So as you dash, it will provoke an attack of opportunity.
Happy for him to use his reaction.
Does he need to save something for something else? No, he's okay. So yeah, he is gonna, as you run past, use his reaction to take a bite at you. Seeing as he's facing you that way. Oh. Rolled a nat 1. So nat 20 to a nat 1. Great. So as he goes to snap at you, you've caught him so unprepared with your striking blows that he just plows his head and just manages to bite a gemstone and injuring his mouth as it shatters inside him, and he takes 1 point of damage from the damage inside his mouth. Piercing, that's the word I was looking for.
Nice. It's my turn done.
Okay, cool. Then we come to the ogre who's at the bottom of the cave, and he just looks up at everything that's going on, and he's just like, "Oh, there's a dragon? Guys, there's a dragon. I was keeping watch for the dragon.
Good work, my man. Good work.
I'll see you in a bit. I'm gonna go check outside to see if there's another dragon." As he wanders outside the cave and disappears. And that brings us on to Olga.
Oh, right, okay. Olga is going to... Olga's pissed because she was really nice to Daggis and now he's turned on us. So she's not messing around now.
Fair.
And I did ask Emma this just a minute ago. So she's going to... let me pick a direction. Hang on. She's going to move to... Oh, let me measure out. 5, 10, 15, 30. Oh, she can move 35 feet, actually. And I said that she's pissed and I'm going to do something really defensive now. So that backfired a little bit. She's going to cast Mage Armor.
Okay. Can you just confirm which line you went through? Sorry.
What movement?
Yeah.
Oh God. No. So 15, 20. She was there, wasn't she?
So did you do a straight line?
I think I did. Maybe I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't. I was intentionally meant to. 35 feet movement she has.
Yeah, that's okay. So as you hit this square...
This one?
Yeah.
Oh.
So I've got it mapped out on my overlay. Can you give me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Okay. So, dex. Struggling enough as it is here, Mike. Dexterity saving throw.
7. So, unfortunately, you're gonna have to come back to this box. So as you start to head out towards the cave entrance, you don't realize that the floor beneath you has got a light layer of snow, but beneath it, pure shining ice, where the dragon has just obviously laid a sort of crystalline layer of ice all over this cave. And unfortunately, you're not able to keep yourself on your feet and you fall prone.
So I can't cast Mage Armor.
So where did you start from? There.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15.
Oh, one down, I think.
So you...
That one, I think, was it?
No, it was there.
That one, yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, so 5, 10, 15. So you've moved 20 feet. You are now prone. It will take half of your movement to get back on your feet. But you can still take your action on the floor. So if you want to cast Mage Armor, you can.
Okay.
But your movement is going to be limited because you have to get back up on your feet.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't need... Okay, I'll stay where I am. So I can get up and cast the spell, or I can... Have I got enough movement left to get up and cast the spell?
How much has she got? 30 or 35?
35.
Oh, 35, I think you're okay.
5,
Because
10,
you've travelled
20,
20, so
yeah.
half of your
Okay.
movement would be 15 plus. So
Okay, Olga will gracefully hop back to her feet and then cast Mage Armor.
okay.
So that just boosts her AC to 13 plus Dex modifier, which is to 15. And then Olga will end her turn now.
Okay. And as Olga ends her turn, Mozor is going to use a legendary action.
Of course he is.
To tail whip Broderson, who is currently at the top of this treasure pile, as he turns to you. And he says, "You cut off my toe. Now I shall cut off your head." As
That's not a proportionate response, Mosul. You know
whips
that, right?
your tail.
It's only a pinky toe as well, isn't it?
Also,
Eye
what's
for an
the
eye, tooth for a tooth, not tooth for an eye.
What's a legendary action?
So, large creatures like this, or big monsters, whatever, they have what they call legendary actions. So they're allowed to use it at the end of any player's turn, and they get 3. Well, this one's got 3 different ones, which it can use at the end of those turns. It's not allowed to use the same one twice, but it regenerates the next round, so it gets to do like 3 extra goes every round, basically.
Oh, great.
And this is supposed to be fun. How?
Well, we'll find out now. Does a 30 hit, Broderson?
Cathbad never wrote a will.
Did you
A
say
30.
A 30.
No.
Oh no, it misses.
my armor of gold is that misses.
It's immune to bullshit, so it doesn't happen.
Yes,
And out of 2 dice rolls, it rolled the max and max -1. So you take 21 points of damage from his tail whip. And can you give me a dexterity saving throw, please, to see if you stay on your feet? As you're slightly imbalanced on the top of this treasure right now.
Okay. Is the dex saving throw to take any damage?
Nope. That was the damage you took was just straight up bludgeoning damage.
14. And how much damage was it again? Sorry, 5.
But plus 16. So 21 points of damage as the dragon's tail swipes at you, but you just manage to stay on your feet atop this treasure.
Is there any way to undo in D&D Beyond?
What did you do?
So I did something, and so I took away 21 points of damage, but I'm only on 32. But I think I had some temporary hit points.
You was on max health.
You were on max because we had a long
You
break.
got a long rest. I have no idea how you got temporary hit points though. Oh, you got them from the magic mushrooms.
Yes.
Oh yes, yes.
So
How
I'm
much?
on. Cool. Okay.
How much did we give you from the magic mushrooms?
Was it 5?
I had 5 in my head as well, so that actually makes sense.
I was just rolling up to see. I can't see anything obvious. Happy to go with 5 if that's what you think. So you would have had 44 hit points. So you just
45.
need. So you just need to. What's that?
45.
You got 39, haven't you? Your max.
No, 45.
Oh, is there? Oh, your token's wrong. And can you update your token, please?
Sorry.
It's all good. So yeah, cool. Happy with that. So yeah, you take 21 points of damage. So those magic mushrooms came in handy with the temporary hit points. And with that, we'll come on to Broderson for your go.
So
Is it Broadson or Grizz? Because I noticed that's just alphabetically, right? Not based on like initiative or choice.
Yeah,
Or
they both rolled the same. I'm just going by the turn order. So
do you want to do rock, paper, scissors, Grizz?
Yeah. That's my scissors.
It's my rock.
Damn it, you go first then. No, I go first. No, hang on, you go first because the turn order, right? It's all good. We'll get confused otherwise. The 2
we'll
of us
stick
will
to
get
the turn
confused.
order because I'll have to move
Yeah,
them around
please.
every round otherwise.
Please, I'll get really confused otherwise.
And sorry, Mike. Did I make that dex saving throw?
You did, yes. So you managed to stay on your feet atop the treasure.
Perfecto. So look up at the dragon. How big you've gotten. And try and slash at his ankles. So because he goes after me, I get assassinate, which means that I get advantage on the attack, which also means that I can use sneak attack. So I'll roll to hit.
Yes, go for it. Oh, why'd you get sneak attack again?
Because I've got assassinate.
Okay.
2 seconds, and I'll put it into.
No, it's
Right.
fine. I trust you. I trust you.
You
I know I shouldn't, but I trust you.
definitely shouldn't. So that is a
Oof.
20. Not.
Yeah, 20 hits.
And why is it rolled that again? Did I click the wrong one? Yeah, there we go. So that'll be a 16.
So yeah, as he swipes at you with your his tail, you obviously take the blow, but you manage to shrug yourself off and strike your boning knife back into his lower body as he starts to spin back round, and he takes 16 points of damage.
And then follow up with a cleaver and try and swing it into. I think that's a talon, like a dew claw type thing on the back of his leg. Is that right?
That's his talons. That's his back leg. Yeah.
Yeah. So like a dew claw just kind of around this area. Yeah.
Someone's read up on dragon anatomy in the break.
So I'm gonna swing the cleaver to try and like chop the claw off.
Oh, you're going for his toe again, you mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And as you do that, it sort of, as it's spinning round, looks at you with disgust. My toe again. As you miss, as his talons lift up. So a 14 misses, I'm afraid.
No probs.
Would you like to do anything else?
No, that's fine.
You were thinking about running away then when you're...
Yeah, like diving down into the gold again. Style.
Cool, so that brings us on to Grizz.
Okay, so still really annoyed about the situation. Grizz isn't going to take any, opportunity. Isn't going to miss any opportunity. So runs in to be opposite Broderson. So do I get flanking because I'm opposite Broderson?
You do.
Fantastic. So, as I said last time, I'm now going to be using Blade of the Golden King, which is a dragon slaying specialty sword we found in the archives. So I'm going to strike in with Blade of the Golden King. It feels weird not to say strike in with bows light. So I'm going to strike in with the Blade of the Golden King towards the leg of the dragon.
Cool. And as you do that, you feel a slight resonance pulse through your hands as you strike down towards the dragon and hit.
I've got a 19, so I got advantage. So I'm gonna 28. that's a hit, isn't it? So I'm gonna do my damage. So I get extra damage against dragons with this weapon. So let's see if that comes up on here. So that's just the standard damage, and then I get 3d6 radiant damage bonus. So let's see if we can get that working.
Oh
yeah, so that first one, so I clicked it twice. So 13, so 23 points of damage for my first attack.
First attack.
Okay, so going for my second swing with the Blade of the Golden King. See what happens. So 22. So
it's and you get advantage. So go for
the so 26. Oh, I love this sword. So far, and do the standard damage again first of all, and does that come through? So that's 9, and then do my 3d6. So that's 9 as well. So that's another 18 points of damage, and I'm just going to stay there, but I'm going to use a key point to bonus action dodge.
Okay.
Dodge. Yeah.
Cool, and as you do that, Mozor is just... You humans, you will all die!
Bit late for that now for you, I think.
Strike furiously into him, inflicting some damage between you all so far on the first round. Ryan was joking before we started the stream that I was going to add 200 hit points. I was going to take 200 hit points off him because of the difficulty. I think I'll be adding 200 hit points onto him. Right? So, yes. With that, he is going to take another legendary action. And he used his tail attack last time, so he is going to use a wing attack this time.
So rolling a disadvantage, remember.
At you.
Yeah. If he does against me, it's a disadvantage. I'm assuming he's going to do it at me, but yeah.
So as he furiously just roars at you for inflicting this pain upon him, he starts to smash his wings as he beats them down furiously around you. Can each creature within a 10-foot radius, so that's you and Broderson, please, make a dexterity saving throw, please?
Ooh.
What a roll. Such a high deck save as well. What a roll.
I didn't know, did I? I got on that one.
Fortunately, you don't get punished for that. Yes. Okay, so Broderson, you managed to cower or use the treasure to obscure its view. However, Grizz, this just constant pounding advantage. Do you get advantage on saving throws?
No,
Don't. Okay.
I don't think so.
There we go. So you take 13 points of damage as these wings furiously strike you, and you are also knocked prone.
Okay.
And as he does this, he lifts to the sky. So you won't get an attack of opportunity, Grizz, but Broderson, does it provoke attack of opportunity? Yes, it would. So as he flies towards off the treasure, he does go out of your range, Broderson. So you do get a free attack of opportunity. But he is also in the air now, so he is 10 feet off the ground for... actually 15 feet off the ground for melee people.
So I'd get advantage on the attack because Grizz is opposite as well, right?
As he's flying away, yeah,
And sneak attack.
Yeah, you would. Because you get advantage. So... the 18 hits.
Nice.
Nice.
Oof. 20 points of damage?
Yep. And then the offhand as well. Do I get to attack with the offhand with an attack of opportunity?
It's just your one attack, free attack. Yeah. Cool. But still, sneak attack give you that nice little 20 extra damage there. 17 points of damage extra. Pretty nifty. Yeah, so Mozo is now flying around 15 feet off the ground. From the treasure pile, you could probably hit him if you were to climb up on top of it within I'd say a 10 feet radius. So for anybody thinking about using a bit of dexterous action, I will just give you that tidbit of information. But he is now in the air. As Drent, we come to you.
Okay, this has changed what I was going to do. So I'm going to now, and you have to tell me if it actually works once I've done it, Mike. I'm going to start by insulting him, by telling him that how can you be such a hypocrite for saying we are stealing when he's slaughtered how many people for this treasure. And in doing so, I'm going to use up one of my bardic inspiration die to give him unsettling words, so minus 1d8. And then I'm going to cast Hypnotic Pattern on him.
Okay, go for it. So you're doing the 1d8 first on him, is it?
So he has a saving throw to make, minus 1d8, and it's I believe it's like a wisdom 14 or something there.
So it's a wisdom saving throw.
Of 14, I believe.
Ooh, okay.
14, yep.
So do I have to tell you the outcome or not?
Is that after you've made the 1d8? Once you've minus the 1d8 as well, because it's on his next.
So that's what I'm saying.
Regardless.
The roll, the 1d8 is regardless, yeah.
Yeah, it's regardless. It's on his next saving throw.
Because sometimes you do them before the outcome is declared.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, what is it? 14.
Yeah.
He rolled a 20 and I rolled a 6. So 14 succeeds, I'm afraid.
What?
I will silvery barbs that, so he has to roll again.
Roll is 20, his saving throw.
Yeah, roll his saving throw again.
6 stands, alright.
I don't know how it works, but
Does it still stand?
I don't know. I don't think so, but I don't actually know.
And
I think it would still stand.
Well,
That makes
wait.
sense, right? I mean,
but what are you
Wait,
casting? Vicious Mockery, is it?
No, it's a bardic inspiration.
Oh
Thing,
no,
so
what are
I
you
can either
casting
buff-
on him?
Oh, hypnotic pattern. So the intention was that he gets stunned from it, which means he can't move, and then he falls out of the sky because obviously he was in the sky, and then he would land and everyone could hit him. But if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So
I'd like to know if that 6 carries on after you've done that.
I have literally seen it argue both ways. So I think it's just a ruling that you have to make, like because they haven't.
So
handled it
I'll
properly.
make an on-the-spot decision and be nice to say that it works, only because his second wisdom saving throw was a 15, right?
Yep.
Which means it takes effect. However, he's going to use his legendary resistance to
Pass
not let it take effect. So I'll set the precedent now that we've allowed that to go through. I might regret that later on in the campaign. I mean, thinking about it, I don't think it is right that after it's like a second go and it counts again, but we'll look it up afterwards rather than worry about it now. So you've used one of his legendary resistances regardless, okay?
Yep, okay. And then with that, I'm going to shuffle 5, 10, 15, 20 feet to here. Can you stand on this bit here, Mike? Is that okay? Like I'm trying to get close
So you've
to
just
the
moved
crystal
around the stone, yeah?
Yeah, just trying to get on the stone and like.
You haven't gone
put a bit
anywhere
of-
on the ice, that's absolutely fine.
No, nothing at all. I'm just trying to put a bit of like cover between myself and the dragon and be as close to the stone as possible. So if I could go, yeah, I think this gonna be best.
Okay.
That ends my turn.
Okie dokie. Right, so we come to Mosul's turn. As Mosul has taken to the sky and furiously raging after the battering he's taken from you all. I haven't actually thought about who I want to attack. Oh, the
Ogre.
opportunities. Yeah, I'm going to go chase the ogre that's just gone out of the cave. Right. Okay. So 60 foot. So yeah, he flies towards the center of the room. In fact, let's see if I can attach these two. Group. Yeah, so he flies towards the center of the room and turns around towards Grizz, Cathbad, and Broderson. And as he looks at you all, he specifically looks at Grizz and says, "You said you would eat my necklace before giving it back, as well as smother me in gold. Now I shall smother you in ice." As you see a plume of bright blue hue come from his throat, and then a exhale of a cold, fiery breath from his mouth, which is actually a 60-foot cone in front
I
of
knew you were
him.
going to say Cohen. That's what I was waiting for.
So I'm gonna go sort of diagonal from there. So with that, all three of you are caught in this icy breath, as you're all now required to make a Constitution saving throw.
You sure that's the next saving throw?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Ah.
Oh my god. This damage wasn't as much as I thought. So, as you actually all fail his breath, and you take 32 points of damage.
What kind of damage?
Cold damage, Cathbad.
Resistant. So 15 for me.
So you take 15.
Hang on, is it 32?
32 points of damage.
Oh, sorry, I thought you said 30. 16.
Yeah, that's what I was at.
Rosen's knocked out.
Oof.
And as Mozor looks over to Broderson, you see, your friend is now frozen, just like the rest of you will be. As that's the end of his turn, and we come back to the top of the turn order. However, as we come to the top of the turn order, lair actions come into effect, and the dragon now gets to use its lair action. And with that, he starts to spin around on the spot as a gush of air accelerates to the ceiling, and you start, as you all look up, you see the roof begin to shake as large shards of ice begin to fall across the cavern. And one ranged roll attack. +7. Oof, didn't roll that good. And yeah, these shards fall upon Olga, Lovak, and Cathbad. Does a 15 hit?
Hits Olga, yeah.
Hasn't she got mage armor?
Yeah, but... Oh, so her AC is now 15.
Oh, so sorry, yeah, meets it, doesn't it? Yeah,
Mhm.
so... Lovak, are you
She got
okay?
shield. Yeah, my AC 16.
And Cathbad?
I'm alright,
okay.
yeah, it's a miss.
So out of that, then only Olga is hit, and she takes 7 points of piercing damage as the ice shards fall upon her, slicing the side of her arm as it just narrowly misses her head. And with that, that's the end of... Oh, it's the start of the round. And Cathbad, you're up.
How... I know you said that the dragon was 15 feet off the ground, but how high is it above the crystal? Is that quite
So
high?
the crystal is at least... I'll go with... It's quite large, so 10 foot high.
So that there's maybe 5 foot between the crystal and the dragon?
Yep.
Okay, cool. I am going to use a bonus action to try something wacky now. I'm going to use a bonus action to transform into a creature. I'd like to transform into a giant spider, please.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. This is probably not going to do anything, but I'm just trying to be creative here.
All right, let me.
It's
So,
worth,
let
it's
me
worth
see if
trying
I got one.
anything right
Yeah.
now, right?
So what I'm going to do as the spider is fire a web at Mozor and attach it to so it's going to like connect between the Creydor and Mozor. So the web takes up a 20-foot cube.
Okay, I like it.
So basically where the blue square is, I guess, that's where I'll shoot it. And I need to find the details of it.
Just trying to find you a spider a minute.
Cool. So target is restrained by webbing. As an action, the restrained target can make a DC 12 strength check. Bursting webbing on success. It can be attacked, but basically it's difficult terrain and lightly obscures. So underneath him is lightly obscured. It's difficult terrain, and he's like attached to the crystal with the webbing. So yeah. And then after I've done that, I'm gonna move.
I'll let you put the stats on, alright?
In fact, so the web. Oh, I don't know if I've done this right actually. I think I have to hit with the web. Or can I just cast it?
Are you on the spider
The
stat
web
block?
spell.
Yeah, I think as the spider I have to cast it as a ranged weapon attack. I can't just cast it, unfortunately. So, damn it.
What are you, a giant spider?
Yes.
So web, +5 to hit. So if you want to give me that, like, if you want to do that.
I'll give it a go. Nope.
What'd you roll on
No,
that?
it didn't work.
Okay.
I was looking at the I was looking at it in a different tab as a spell, and I thought I could just cast it, but as a spider you obviously can't cast it. Just fire a web out. Okay. I will just run away after that. Can I get control of the spider, please?
I think I've given it to you. You should be able to.
No, I can't.
No?
Oh wait, hang on. Yeah, I can. I'm gonna move. What's the spider's movement? 30 feet, climb 30 feet. So I'm going to climb up the wall.
Okay.
So 5, 10, 15 to there, and then another, I guess, 15 up.
Okay.
Cool. And yeah, I'll have to end my turn there, unfortunately. That's a shame.
Okay, no worries. Lovat, that brings us on to you. Nice idea, though,
Okay.
man.
I tried.
Bonus action, I'm going to steady myself using a steady aim. So now I have advantage on my crossbow attack.
Okay.
Yeah, boy.
Nice.
Lovak, the crit king.
That means I get my sneak attack 2. So what's that? 34.
What'd you get your sneak attack for?
49 points of damage. Because I have advantage. for
Oh,
my
because you've got
steady aim.
the steady aim. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and the sneak attack applies to range weapons as well, yeah?
Yep.
Nice. Oof. What a blow.
Yeah, boy.
Didn't think you could do that damage from range. That's pretty hefty. One to put in the bank.
I can't do anything else, so I'm staying put and taking the dog at the back. See you in a bit.
Cool, yeah, so that arrow pierces through the sky as it hits Mozor and manages to catch him in the loose scale that Broderson had noticed beneath him. And yeah, he lets out a howl of anguish. And with that, we're on to Olga.
Okay, Olga is going to turn towards Mozart. Where is she? There. And she is going to cast Hideous Laughter at Mozor. So Mozor is going to have to pass a wisdom saving throw of 14. Otherwise, he starts laughing at us all. And he's going to become prone if he fails, so he's going to fall to the ground.
Okay.
Please something work that I'm trying today.
What's he got to roll, sorry?
14.
A what, a wisdom?
Yeah.
Rolled an 8.
An 8, okay.
But it's a new round. As he does that, he uses his legendary resistance to counter the effects.
All the effects.
It's essentially he succeeds it regardless.
Yeah, so he passes.
Oh, okay. Well,
So if there's
I'm
half
out by
damage,
this.
if there's half damage on a success, he still takes the damage, but
yeah.
he's succeeded on the check.
Okay. And after that fails, then I'm going to move. Move to there. No, that's not enough. 35.
Cool. As you step into that square,
Of course.
so just move the stream down there. As you move into, it was that square, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Can you give me another dexterity saving throw, please?
Okay. Oh, hang on.
11. Unfortunately, that is a fail.
That one?
So again, yeah, you catch a bit of ice and fall prone.
Okay. I don't think I've got enough movement left from there, so I'll just be prone for the turn and end the turn.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
I'll just put a prone thingamajig on.
Which brings us on to Broderson. Can you GM roll your death save, please?
He's got his best poker face on.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I was trying to look for the figure in your glasses reflection there. Yeah.
Grizz, can you give me a perception check, please? And low back your back, so can you give me a perception check as well, please?
Perception, yeah. 26.
Grizz, the mound of gold in front of you, you don't notice the impact on Broderson as that ice wave came over you. Lovac, from a distance though, you did see that it struck. And you see that Broderson fell to the ground. So only you currently can see.
Sorry, I missed something. Only I can see him, what?
Only you can see that Broderson fell to the ground after Mozor's icy blast came over the...
Oh, I see, okay. Am I allowed to shout out man down?
On your turn. She said. So that brings us on to Grizz.
So I took a really hefty beating last round, so I'm going to use my once a day action to heal 21 hit points. So I can do that once per long rest. So let's get that done. So this isn't going to be as high impact as my last turn, I don't think. So let me. Why can't I? Right, yeah. So 21 healed, and then what I'm going to do then, because I'm prone as well, aren't I? So I need to get up and use half my movement to do that.
Yep.
And then I'm just going to start moving. I'm going to move 20 feet, so 5, 10, 15, 20, just to kind of make sure we're not all super grouped together. And get a bit closer, hopefully, for next turn. And then bonus action, spend a key point to dodge as well, just in case. So that'd be my bonus action. And that's me done.
Okay. Durant, you are up.
No one seems to be anywhere near to attack him, so my attempt to do hypnotic pattern again seems kind of pointless. I guess I'm gonna go then for a vicious mockery. Wisdom 14.
Wisdom 14. He hasn't done well on his wisdoms tonight. 12.
He takes 2 points of damage and has disadvantage on his next attack. I'm gonna move just up to by here one, and that ends my turn.
Okay, which brings us on to Mozo's turn as he swoops round and flies backwards towards the front of the cave. Just
Chicken.
Is he looking rough at all, Mike, or is that something we'd have to have checked? He does.
Failed. So you were underneath him. You could see that Lovak's arrow pierced. In fact, give me a perception check. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah. So you didn't quite see it, but you saw that his howl of anguish after Lovak's arrow came flying in. You didn't see where it hit, but you do feel that he is a little bit injured at this point, just from the howl of anguish. But I mean, depends how much you know dragons and more anguish sounds like. So you can't really tell much more beyond thinking that he might be injured.
Yeah, Drent the Dragon Slayer knows all about dragons, but no, he's not on his last legs then. So I was thinking, God, he's moving around a lot. And I was like, he's clearly not going to run away, is he? Thank you.
Okay. Right. So he actually comes to here.
Olga's just going to turn around and see a dragon right in her face. Right up in her grill.
Just about to say, can I move the box? I can't click the box. Okay, can't move the box a minute. But it's within 5 feet of Olga. So he just plants himself at the front of the cave, and he just lets out this bellowing roar as a wave hits the room, and Drent, Grizz, Lovak, can you all give me a wisdom saving throw, please?
wisdom.
I'm just gonna double check you a minute. Yeah, easy.
It's a 16 for me, by the way.
12.
12.
22.
So, as this wave echoes through the cave, Grizz, you're the first to get hit by it, but your mental preparation, you managed to avoid its effects. As Drent, you are very close. You start to feel a a strange emotion in your head, but you manage to refocus yourself. But Lovak, your mind is elsewhere, and as this wave hits you, a sudden sense of fear rocks over you, as though this dragon has just like literally sent the chills down your bones, and you suddenly become afraid of dying.
Oh, but yeah.
And you are now frightened.
I thought I had resistance to being frightened, but I don't.
That would have been really good.
I'm frightened, so I can't go anywhere near him, yeah. Cool.
Yeah, so you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while you can see him, and you can't willingly move closer.
Question.
You can do a saving throw at the end of your turn.
Okay. With his Cathbag gone, and the question is, am I allowed to move towards Broderson? I'm not, am I? Because that's towards
No,
the creature.
that's towards the creature.
I'd
Yeah.
say that would be towards him, wouldn't it? Because you are currently, let's say, 75 feet, so you would always have to be 75 feet. Yeah, so unfortunately.
That's cool.
I'm a spider, that's why I'm out of the turn order.
Alright.
Yeah, because you're next up. I'll add you to the turn order.
Oh, what I'm gonna do?
Yeah, but after this, after that frightful presence just echoes through the cave, he takes a swipe at Olga. This was your chance to flee. You stuck with the non-virtuous, those who would steal my gold. So now you will perish along with the rest of them. As he makes an attack with his bite. A 20.
It's with disadvantage, though, Mike.
With disadvantage, yeah.
Yep.
Disadvantage was very helpful. 13.
13. Would be a miss.
Which he rolled really poorly. So unlucky. And then strikes with his claws. A 16 hits, and Olga takes 12 points of damage from his first set of claws. Oh, and the second one rolled a 14. And yeah. Were they disadvantage on those second checks?
No, only the first one.
What about, I don't really want to say this, but Olga's prone, isn't she? Does that make a difference?
Oh, it doesn't matter because... Oh, no, he would have
You'd have
advantage, wouldn't he?
advantage. Yeah.
Oh.
Is he still flying though?
So he came down within 5 feet. That's why I said he was in 5 feet of her.
Yeah.
As
melee
he
attack.
sort of got to the front, almost like blocking your exit.
Ah, so he wasn't running away. He was stopping us.
So now he's like, you see this open cave mouth, right? And just for the stream, I'll move it down. So he's now planted himself, his wings spread out at the front of this cave as if like there's no way for you to run. So I've rolled those and we've done the damage. So That was my bad there, so I'm not gonna roll the advantage ones there. I'm gonna be nice. So that brings us to the top of the turn order.
I'm gonna be a bit cheeky here, so I'm going to.
Sorry, Colin, you haven't done this layer action yet either.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Sorry. And thanks for helping me out, right?
Hey, when we kill this dragon, it's because we played really well.
Yeah, man, I like that.
So, with this layer action, yes, he's gonna do this one, which I have prepped. Just need to turn it around. So he just lets out a breath of ice, and suddenly this jagged wall of ice appears within the cavern. I'm just going to decide where I'm going to put it.
I was thinking, where is it?
Anybody else think dragons are absolute bullshit, by the way?
I
Yeah.
love
That's just me.
dragons. I think they're amazing.
It's like, oh yeah, and then he's gonna do this, and then he's gonna do that, and then it's like, yeah, you done?
He's an asshole as well. It's like all this stuff about us stealing
Yeah.
his treasure. We haven't even done anything yet.
Yeah, I honestly, like, I'm just gonna have to.
As he raises this wall of ice between him and Grizz.
Oh.
Oh, he's giving me the cold shoulder as well. Look at that. Like,
And now, Cathbad, sorry, it's your turn.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to be cheeky here. So the web spell has a recharge, but it doesn't say it's an action. So I'm going to try and recharge it. And then if whatever happens...
So
I'm
it
gonna take-
recharges, you have to roll a d6, and on a 5
Yeah.
or a 6, it recharges.
Yeah. But it's not an action, is it?
No. Oi!
Yes.
It recharges.
Right.
There you
Okay,
go.
cool. So I'm going to move 30 feet along the wall. I know the wall is a little bit curved, so I'll put it. Let's
That's
put
fine.
It 25
We
feet
don't
there.
have to be perfect. It's fine.
Okay, cool. And then I'm going to fire the web again, hopefully. If it doesn't work this time, I'll come up with something else. I'm going to fire the web. Is that blue square where he is, or is that...
No, sorry, I couldn't move it.
Yeah,
I
so
think
he's
the thing
still-
froze on me. So,
Okay,
and I'm going to
so-
refresh a minute, but I will.
It's roughly in the middle of him, isn't it? So I'm going to put... Well, let's try and hit with the web first before I get ahead of myself. So... Where is it? Giant spider.
So he is now...
Come on, good roll.
He's now
Please.
there, Carl, if that makes sense.
Yeah. 16?
16, unfortunately, is not enough.
Okay.
It's a good roll as well.
I can't really do much else at the moment, so I'll have to leave it there, Frank.
Okay. In which case then we are on to the next. Lovac.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to do other than cover and hide away from this beautiful creature. Any cover at all around?
So the stack of treasure in front of you, this large pile is around 15 to 20 feet high. The pile behind you obviously is further away and is probably around 10 to 15 feet high. It's slightly smaller than this pile. It's more spread out.
Okay. Do you reckon I can hit a line of sight of him?
Have you got line of sight? The wall, unfortunately, is 30 feet high. So you would not be able to see unless... because you'd have to move can you move laterally? Yeah, you could move sideways. So if you had a view from there... Oh. Yeah. I suppose that's...
It's just a flavour anyway.
You would have to move. You would have to move one across, I would say, because the treasure is stacking in front of you. So.
Fair enough. I'll move one across and shakenly just take aim with my crossbow and just launch a Hail Mary at disadvantage.
Oh, no way!
I don't get sneak attack though.
You just had 3 crits in a row, dude.
I did.
I know, unfortunately.
I don't get a sneak attack, so it's just a 9.
It's unbelievable.
I say 11.
What a great hit.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, sorry. It's disadvantage, so it's 25.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're frightened. You're frightened. Yeah.
Yeah, 5. Just a 5.
Yeah.
So 5 points of damage. Jeez.
Surely that's enough to shake off being frightened. You're an absolute beast.
It's pretty incredible.
Oh, and I'll drop down to the ground, like hide in. Not a hide action, but
like a sniper.
Just, I don't want to look at this thing.
Okay.
Does he get a save at the end of his turn?
Oh shit! Yeah.
You do get a save, yeah.
Wisdom.
Yeah.
12.
Unfortunately, it fails.
Yeah, that's me. Oh, man down.
Huh?
I shout out, man down.
I was like, what? What's he talking about? Okay, and that brings us on to Olga. As you feel a Mozor breathing down your neck.
I'm slightly screwed here. Jesus. Oh, I don't know what to do. All my ideas are ridiculous. If I were to move away, Mozor would get an attack of opportunity, right?
He would. Yes.
What if he couldn't see me?
If he couldn't see you, it's disadvantage.
So he still gets the attack, but it's a disadvantage. Okay, I'd still rather not take that chance. Okay. Can I climb on top of Mozor? If I use spider climb.
He is off the ground.
Okay.
But only 5 feet off the ground. He didn't land. He was putting a frightful presence in front of the cave as if to intimidate you all. So you could, but you'd have to jump.
Screw it. Let's try that. So acrobatics maybe?
And it depends what you want to do, because you're not allowed to occupy the same space as another creature unless you've got that specific ability. So...
oh right, okay, then no, because I was just gonna climb on his back.
Mount a dragon, can't you?
Mount a dragon?
Creature.
I mean, they are big, aren't they? So I'm only occupying one of the 4 or 6, 8, 9 squares.
Okay, I'll go for it. Yeah, yep, fine. Let's go with it.
Okay, so should I do acrobatics?
Chris has persuaded me.
I did it in my other game.
It is cool, so I'm happy with that.
Okay, so acrobatics, yeah?
Yeah, or athletics if you're bursting off the ground, wherever you feel is suitable for your...
I feel like Olga's an elf, so she'd like do some sort of flip or something. Yes, come on.
Yeah.
As you leap off the ground, you manage to catch a sharp, jagged scale of Mozor, like a block of ice that is coming, like a shard of ice that's coming from its neck. And you manage to swing yourself on top of him.
Actually, because it's spider climb, she doesn't have to use her hands, so once she's grabbed it, I think she can just like walk over him.
Okay.
So
you're now
she's
on top?
now standing on Mozor. She's underneath.
And I'll put you... Move back. I'll put you on the top layer.
I don't really know where I'm going with this, because that was my action, so...
Oh, you can't move it, can you?
Let me just make sure I've used up the right spell slot here. Second level spell slot. And then...
Olga's riding a dragon and she's not here.
Can I? No, it's an action. Okay, no, it's fine. I'm gonna end my turn. This fight is stressing me out quite a lot.
Okay. That brings us on to Broderson. Can you GM roll me your death save, please? Okay. Grace?
Did you say the wall was 30 feet high?
I do.
Okay, plan B. That's fine. Plan B. Plan B.
Grizz, before you do anything...
Yeah. It's my turn now, not the dragon's turn, you know.
You feel a
Awesome.
strange resonance come from the sword that you're wielding.
That's amazing, because that ties in with what my plan B was all about, really. So, shall I talk you through my turn, and we'll see what that comes to.
Go for
So, first of all, I'm going to use bonus action dodge. Bonus action dash, because I'm going to do a bit of movement on this turn. I am going to first of all move up to Broderson,
Okay.
and I'm going to jam my only standard healing potion in his mouth, and then just immediately turn round, and I'm gonna run towards the crystal, and I'm gonna shout, "Boar, please help us!" And then that's my turn.
Cool.
Oh, I've got to roll the healing potion, haven't I? Or just yeah, I need to do that, don't I?
Yeah,
So,
if you do it.
yeah.
Just because you were the one
conscious.
giving it to him. Yeah. And he's
Yeah,
unconscious.
yeah. It makes it easier if you're conscious.
I thought you were going to be super cool and slide over the gold and kick Lovak in the face to unfrighten him.
Ooh.
I don't think you can do that. I'm just saying. That's what I thought you were going to do. in that
Okay,
moment.
well, I only did 4 points of yeah, that came through twice. I only did 4 points of healing.
Harsh.
Yeah, that sucks.
4 points.
It was
of
still
healing.
pretty. Yeah, it was still pretty cool though.
2
I brought him
ones.
back.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Chris is taking up all the nat 20s today, all the max
Yeah, I
rolls
know.
today.
Yeah, certainly.
Someone else is at 7.
I've had a couple. Yeah.
So, Grizz, as you come close to the crystal, that resonance grows stronger as you hear whispers. Grizz, 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 Grizz. Bring your kin and place the blade upon the pathway, way. And then the sound goes silence.
Do I hear it
Okay.
because I'm next to him, or is it just in his head?
This in his head.
Okay. I'm
Okay.
gonna carry on doing what I was gonna do then, which is trash.
Have I got time in my turn to say everyone on me?
I was gonna
please?
say it at the start of your turn. So the fact that
Yeah.
I said it at the
Yeah,
end,
yeah.
you still got time. Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone on me. I'll explain. It's important. Quick, come to me.
No chads.
Do I have to come over there and hit you, Lovac?
I just looked. It doesn't help if you hit them.
I'm going home.
And yeah, on that note, it's the end of Grizz's turn, and Drent, that is you up.
Is that my go?
Yes, Drent, you are up.
So what I was going to do on my turn was inspect the crystal. Does it show me anything? And does it keep my action?
How are you just naturally investigating it? Are you checking for a magical presence?
So my intention was he's far enough away from me at the moment, so I was planning on going behind it to get some cover in case he did another breath attack. And then I was thinking, if I look at this crystal, and I was probably looking at it from the perspective of if I broke it, right, would it done anything to the dragon? But in the end, I just thought I'd just look at it and see if it did anything. See if it's doing anything.
So
to
it's
the actual
standard
crystal.
investigation check then.
Standard investigation check, yeah.
Give me an investigation check, please.
For a 5.
So, as you look intently into this crystal, you still... remember, this is still emanating a bright light. So, as you approach it, it becomes less light in a strange and odd way, as if you can now start to see the shape of the crystal. As the rest of the cavern, as you look out, just seems to explode with light, and it almost seems like you can see every single piece of gold. It's that magnificent as you look outwards. Your eyes really light up. I know how much you love gold. But yeah, as you look at it, you see a strange resonance flow over it, but you can't really make out anything.
Okay. It's now reminding me of them little like telescope things you have, and you turn them, and it does all like the shiny sparkles. And I guess that's my action. So, do I don't know. That'll have to end my turn, because I don't think I know that Lovac is freed.
Okay. And that brings us on to Mozor's turn. And Mozor, in this moment, shakes as Olga seems to have climbed upon him. And before he takes his go, we'll take a break.
Oh.
And
Of course, yeah.
we're halfway through the session, so we'll come back in 5 minutes, and we'll come back to Mozor's action as Olga is seemingly the dragon rider now. So we got a dragon slayer and a dragon rider. And yeah, we'll pick up again in 5 minutes. So thanks everybody for tuning in. We'll see you back in 5 minutes.
Nice one.
So yeah, welcome back everyone. Thanks for tuning in for the first part of the session. We've all just taken a break, and we're gonna come back to the action as Olga is currently riding a dragon to the south of this cavern, as I've just moved for you there, and it is in fact Mozor's turn. So with that, Mozor is gonna roll his breath to see if that recharges, which it does. I mean, I shouldn't have said that. Whoops, I didn't actually mean to say that. And yeah, she's got a spidey thing going on, right? So she's actually clung to him.
I guess it's just like she can stand on surfaces like normal. But yeah, I think so. Let me just double check.
Cool.
Where is spider climb? It just says you gain the ability to move up, down, and across vertical surfaces and upside down along ceilings while leaving hands free. That's all it says.
Cool. So
Maybe she could she just like grab on if he starts moving too much? And like
yeah, so I'm gonna ask
do
for
a dex save or
dexterity.
something?
So
Yeah.
he's basically gonna spin his way, so like a roly-poly,
course he
over
is.
to this eastern part of the cavern to try and shake Olga off. Can you give me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Come on, Olga, please. Oh no.
Was that the 6 that come through?
Yeah.
Ah, shit. So yeah, as I'll roll for distance. Yeah. So as he starts to spin, Olga flies off and falls to the ground. It's only about 10 feet, but she does take 6 points of damage as she falls from the dragon.
Alrighty. I thought a fall might be better than a bite. So now, that was my logic.
And with this, he looks over at Drent. Ah, there's my thief. Ah, you have held no intentions back from stealing my gold. And I hear you've killed a dragon. Well, let me see your strength. As a glowing blue ember starts to explode from his mouth. Oddly, the angle that he's gone for it, Grizz, you're behind the crystal, so you are going to get advantage on this. But Drent and Grizz, can you both give me a Constitution saving throw, please?
So fishing for cover.
You get advantage on your.
Yeah,
Chris.
didn't help much. Didn't help
It
much.
doesn't matter.
Oh, harsh.
I rebuke with, it's not your treasure. Bang.
Just gonna check something a sec. Okay, so you actually have total cover because I've said the crystal is 10 feet high. So actually, Grizz, you can't be directly hit by an attack or a spell. I've just looked it up, including an area of effect spell. So actually, ignore that. But Drent, you you take 43 points of damage.
What?
I don't know how
my
much I have. Okay, I'm up. Screw you, dragon.
Bloody hell.
I also shout to him, is that all you got?
Fool! You will meet your demise.
Oh, this is one time where I wouldn't be giving cocky responses.
I think that's all I can do.
Okay.
Because I can't punch him.
I mean, normally I'd be with you and I'd high five you, but right now, I don't know.
As he rolled back towards the 30-foot wall that he had put in front of him, to protect himself from cover, and he fits himself, perches himself right in the entrance of the cave.
Did Olga get an attack of opportunity at any point?
Whilst falling off.
That's right.
As he withdrew, right?
I think that's a good point. Olga was
In the flight
standing on
path.
her own 2 feet. She was, in control of what she was doing. She could have got a swipe out while she fell.
With the dexterity saving throw that you failed, you landed prone.
Okay. Oh, I left the prone thing on there anyway, so that's fine.
You can still attack prone, but with disadvantage.
Okay, yeah, okay. Give me a disadvantage attack with your staff.
Yeah. I'll use the quarterstaff because it's
extraordinary.
more one-handed, isn't it? Where is it? Quarterstaff. Okay.
Oh,
Ah, 16. It's not a hit, is it?
Fortunately, it doesn't hit.
Damn.
22 would have. So yeah, and with that, we'll come to the top of the round, and
shit.
layer
we will
action.
come back to the layer actions. Remind me, was the wall the last round, or was it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
what was the last
wall
one?
was the last round.
yeah.
So yeah, so this time, he notices the spider that is prickling along the ceiling, and exudes a breath as the cavern starts to fill with a fog, and can you give me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Yes, but I guess I have to give the spiders one, don't I? Where is that gone?
So a large fog now consumes
Yes, giant spider.
this
Good
area.
roll.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Cool. So yeah, as that fog hits, on a success. So I'm gonna roll 3. 11, 12, 13, 14, 14 half 7 points of damage. Which is
Wait, what? From fog?
yes. Cold cold damage.
Do I still get my defense even though I'm an animal?
Yeah,
I
because
guess
you
I don't.
still got the magic item.
Okay, so it's half.
So yeah, you take 3 points of damage.
Okay. That needs to come out of my spider health. Fog, honestly.
As he just lets out a ha 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 ha. Thieves will all die now. Mozos had his fun. And it is, yeah, not bad.
Is the fog still there, or is it just like a?
Yeah, and it's your go, right? So you start your turn in the fog, so you also take 7 points of damage halved, so 3 points of damage.
Okay. I don't think my webbing plan is really working very well against this dragon's stats. So what I'm going to do, I would have seen the dragon attacking Drent and Grizz earlier, wouldn't I? And throwing Olga off. Yeah. I'm going to back out. Does it count as difficult terrain? or can I just like back out?
Yeah,
across the
no,
wall
no,
onto the floor?
it's not. No.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna back out to the side and then hide behind the wall. So that's my movement. As my action, I'm going to revert back to human form, please.
Okay.
I'll rethink my animal transformations later if I'm still around.
I don't know where I put you. Oh, you're still in the same spot.
Thanks. And as my bonus action, I'm going to cast something I haven't cast before. I don't think. I'm going to cast Healing Spirit. So I'll pop it in the chat.
Interesting.
So I'm going to cast
What kind of
it.
figure does it take?
Say again, sorry?
What kind of form does it take?
So it's like a fairy, I guess, a nature spirit. So maybe let's make it look like some kind of
Oh wow, okay.
fey, yeah, like a fairy or something. I'm gonna cast it in the square that Drent is in, and then if anyone else moves into that square, they can pick up some healing from it. So it's like a little healing spot on the map, basically.
How many charges?
So it
1 plus
until
your
the spell.
spellcasting ability modifier. What is your spellcasting modifier?
+6.
Oh
No,
wow!
wait. Yeah, +6 spell attack, yeah.
So
So
7 charges. Oof.
yeah. So a number of times 1 plus your
Sweet.
spellcast. Yeah, so 7 people can get healed from that before it disappears. Oh, and I can move it as a bonus action as well, so I can move it towards people. So yeah, so do I roll the d6, I guess, for the first spirit card? I guess, do I roll the
spirit
d6 each
restores
time?
1 hit points to that creature. No action required. So
So I think it's just
So-
1d6 each time someone goes into the square, isn't it?
every time somebody goes in, they'll roll.
Yeah.
We'll let them roll a 1d6. I think. We
Cool.
do that. Yeah.
Okay, so Drent, do you want to give a d6 of healing?
E.
Cool.
We make a mark on the map.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll put a marker there for you.
Cool.
But do like a blue square or something? I don't know. Yeah, a little circle.
Put it green, and I'll fill it green as well. Fill it with a tree or something. There you go.
Well, if I can't damage this dragon, I might as well heal some people.
I'll give you control of it because you said you can move it, right?
Yeah.
Just gonna have to move you a set, Drent.
Fantastic.
Oh no, I can't give you control of it.
That's alright.
It's not an item.
Oh.
I was wondering what they were then. I was deleting them and a
I
new one appeared.
I don't know what I've done there.
Yes, so there's now a healing fairy on top of Drent. Anything else you'd like to do?
No. Can I see Olga from here just round the wall? And I guess I think I just about can.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. No, I don't have anything else to do this time.
Okay. Lovak, you are up.
Bonus action sprint or dash over to here. And again, take a pot shot at this dragon with my hand crossbow. At disadvantage.
Sorry, guys. Just to return quickly. It should have been 2d6 because it was a second level, I believe. Oh no, ignore me.
No, 2. Yeah, so it's
Above
third
second,
level
yeah.
is third
Yeah,
level. isn't
sorry,
it?
ignore me. Yeah, carry on.
Okay. Lovak, so your advantage hits.
Use disadvantage, so
Your disadvantage misses.
yeah. And am I allowed to make another wisdom save? The sphere.
Yeah, of course you are.
Where is that? There it is. And that's a 3. Over to you, Olga.
Does Olga have? She doesn't have any.
The fear spell, is it concentration? Or whatever the spell is that is on Lobak?
No,
Or doesn't it work like that?
don't work like that. Just an effect of
Being a big
the
scary ass dragon.
failing the saving throw, yeah.
Same with the wall and the fog.
Yeah, so the wall and fog both, yeah, just effects.
Little actions.
Yeah. He doesn't have to balance them.
I haven't had any luck with the dice, but I'm gonna throw caution to the wind here. So Olga is gonna stand up first of all, and she's a bit pissed off now because she's been flung to the floor too many times today. Let me go to that prone action. Where's it gone? Okay. And she's gonna throw a firebolt at the dragon. Please, good rolls. No.
So as you blast this fireball or firebolt towards the dragon, yeah, unfortunately, it seems to swizzle out as the cold of the air around stops it from making any meaningful hit from the dragon.
Okay. I've used up half my movement to stand, so I'm going to move. I'm going to use the rest of my movement, so I've got 20 feet still, haven't I? Let's get behind that wall. And turn.
Okay, Broderson. Can you give me your third death save, please?
No, he's back up.
Isn't he?
Oh yeah, yeah. I was adding a bit of drama. That's all.
Second death save anyway.
That was your third.
Sorry, yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay, so I'm gonna use both my actions to just run over to Grizz. Grizz, what is it? What have you found?
I'm speaking to Boar. He wants us all to group together around this platform.
Around the platform?
Yeah.
Does Olga and Cathbad know?
I shouted out to everyone, I'm going to do the same again when it's my turn.
Very well, Grizz.
When is my turn?
And I'll hold my action.
So you're gonna hold it, yeah?
Yeah.
Hold for what kind of action?
Well, Mike. I'll if Daggis comes any closer, if Daggis comes within 10 feet, then I'll slash at him.
Okay. Right then. Grizz.
Please, everyone, gather around the crystal in the middle of the room as quickly as you can. This is really important. Boar is speaking to me, and I don't think I can wait too much longer. It's really important. And then I'm just going to take this opportunity because I'm just going to hold firm here now until everyone's there. But I'm going to use 2 key points to do quickened healing. So there we go. So I get 5 points of healing. I'm getting rubbish rolls on the healing stuff, right? So yeah, 5 points of.
5 points healing, and you're standing there.
Yeah.
Okay, and Drent. Oh, go on.
I just reply to say, I'm not going anywhere near that ice monster.
Is it too late for me to move now? Then, because that I might now I know that I'm.
You still got movement.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So do I need to go and grab Lovak? And I'm like, let me see the distance. The distance. Okay, yeah. So I could use my dash and make it there and back with Lovak, but like, would I need to do something to grab him because he's not willing, right?
Yeah,
His
and
you
strength
would
check
need
is-
to have an opposing strength.
And you only move at half pace while carrying another creature.
I mean, it's worth giving it a go, right?
Okay.
I've got plenty of movement generally. I can dash and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna move over to Lovak and try and grapple him, and then hopefully next time, then
Okay, can you give me a strength against disadvantage strength, or is it only against the creature? I don't know.
The athletics or stun?
Oh, either.
It's
Well, I won't-
strength.
A
strength
fright-
to grab
A
you,
frightened
the other.
creature has. It would be strength. A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls, whilst the source of its fear is within sight. So it would be against. You would have disadvantage against. Grizz.
So I got 19.
And then Novak gets the choice
So what
of
is it,
strength or
strength
dexterity.
Oh, depending on
check.
how he's getting out of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So just an opposing check. Yeah. Either strength or
Right.
dexterity. So if you're trying to wriggle out of it, or if you're trying to push him away from you,
Fail, you crit rolling bastard.
20!
Do I want to fail as Chris, but as Lovak, I'd choose the highest score, wouldn't I?
Yeah, well, yeah. So
yeah, you would. Yeah,
in the
yeah.
character mode, you want to do
Yeah,
what
yeah.
you would think you would do in this moment, but you're at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Never seen so much happiness in a failed saving throw.
So hang on, let me mark off because I can move him back 20 feet as well in this turn, right? Because I've got my.
You
dash,
still have your
so-
bonus action, dude.
Yeah, yeah. I still have my bonus action because the healing was my action. Okay, so yeah, so move 20 feet then. So 10, 15,
Isn't-
20. So
Isn't grabbing someone your action?
oh, is that my action? Oh, if that's my action, then I need to wait.
grapple someone.
Yeah, sorry, I
You
need
said
to wait
bonus
till
action,
next
though,
turn.
didn't you?
I need to wait till next turn. We need to go back. Sorry. Yeah, I did use my action
Okay.
to heal. Yeah, the bonus action was going to be to move, but now I can't use. I'm not using my bonus action this time
Oh,
round.
the action
Sorry.
you mean to pull somebody?
Yeah, to grapple. So I couldn't have grappled him. So unfortunately, yeah. Oh well, next time.
Keep those
You
rolls,
say
yeah.
rolls, though, yeah?
Yeah.
But yeah, everyone else get on the plinth now.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay, got ya. Drent.
I'm going to turn around, see Grizz run off after telling us to look this way. Do I see Lovak and see what's going on over there?
You see that Grizz is headed out towards Lovak, and you've heard Lovak verbally shout, "I'm not going anywhere near that icy
Yeah, so-
beast," or whatever he shouted.
So would my understanding of magic let me know that there's a spell cast on him that makes him
It's probably a
afraid?
fair assumption because you know his character.
Okay. I am going to, in an attempt to shore up his courage, I'm going to shout over, "Get it together," and we need to get to Grizz, and all it is going to do is just give him a bardic inspiration die. So he gets that 1d8 to his next saving throw,
Nice.
Sweet.
which may or may not be beneficial. And I'm going to walk over this green thing to heal myself again for 2d6. And
I'll keep track of the charges on it.
yeah, so I'll roll that now, I guess. Wait, is it?
It's 1d6, not 2d6.
Yeah, sorry, as well.
1d6.
Yeah, yeah.
Gosh damn it.
But it's been
Oh, these
used
healing
twice.
rolls.
I'll cast a better one next time, Joe.
So I still have my action. I haven't really got anything to use it on. 1 second. Add my health. Heal. So. Just going to use my action to verbally abuse the dragon and say, I don't even know, something insulting. And that ends my
Something
turn.
that he won't like.
Yeah, well, I've got it. Oh, there, I'll hold my action to verbally abuse him for when if Grizz gets back, I want to shout something to him. There we go.
Cool.
Yep. That ends my turn.
As you do that, Mozor's up. And Cathbad, Olga, you just hear a thud against the wall. As Mozor smashes to the top, and you feel like small shards and sprinkles of ice fall upon your head as you see Mozor looking over to you, Cathbad. Ah, little creature. Ah, now you shall die. As he takes a bite.
Don't want me, I'm too stringy.
Oh god, 16 misses. Damn it.
Yep.
And then takes 2 slashes at you with his claws.
So hang on, he's on a 30-foot wall. Can you reach me with
Oh,
his
so
claw?
he's climbed down it. So he's now like looking you in the face as he is going to smash you. The first one is a 30.
Okay.
And you take 13 points of damage.
Okay.
The second one is a 19.
Okay. 30's not a crit, is it?
No.
Okay. So 13. Damage, yeah, and then
What are you on?
the 23.
17 points of damage. As the second swipe comes in.
Okay.
As he's just, you feel his breath and the slime and sunder come from his mouth. He's just ready to consume you.
Just need to get through this round and the lair action.
As he rattles back up the wall 30 feet above you. So you do get a swipe at him as he clambers back
Yeah.
up. As he
Probably,
looks around the chamber.
I'm probably gonna miss, but yeah, I'll hit him. I'll try and attack him.
Everything he's doing seems to be in a very vicious action. He's swiping in and going back, swiping in and going back. 14 unfortunately misses as he clambers back up the wall, and you just
falling
he's
short
moving
again.
too quickly for you. And that brings us on to Cathbad.
Layer action.
Didn't want to say
This
it.
comes back to lair action. So with this lair action, he just goes, little rats. You will stay in here until I've had my fun with you. And you now get a sense that he's actually tormenting you and playing with you. As this wall actually... Oh, it's messing up.
Is it moving?
It's messing every time I touch it. It comes more like this to connect up to the other wall, as if he's blocking off your exit points. And again, as this icy breath comes out and the wall builds. You shall all die. And the best thing is, I will freeze you all and eat you over the centuries, so you won't even die today.
You could make a lot of money if you got into like freezing people after they die. Then in that case, you could probably make legit money. Like lots of rich people want that. You know, all the people in all the big cities.
Hush, Chris. You will be the first.
I've always been a pioneer.
For me to feast on your bones, not live forever.
Either.
Yeah, Cathbad, you're up.
Awesome. Alright, it's time to run. So I'm going to walk here first. And I'm going to cast... where's it gone? Where are my spells? Healing touch. Where's it gone? No, not healing touch. Cure wounds. Sorry. I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on Olga at 3rd level.
Okay.
So it's 3d8 plus 3. Come on, good rolls. Not the worst.
That's alright, 14 points.
Okay, so heal Olga for 14.
He'll survive a quarter of a breath.
Let me just pop that back in there.
Which I forgot to roll, by the way. So.
What was that, sorry?
Nothing.
Oh, sorry, I got my sound cut out a bit then. The rest of my movement I'm going to take to go here. So I'm going to join the others. I think that's as far as I can go, isn't it? 5, 10, 15, yeah, 20. And as a bonus action, I'm going to move the healing spirit towards myself. So could I have that on my square, please?
Yeah, how far are you allowed to move it?
30 feet as a bonus action.
Nice.
I think it's 30 feet. Yeah, 30 feet. And then I'll take my d6. There's a thing up here I can click, isn't there? So I get 3. And then I will end my turn.
Okay, Lovak.
Hello, Grizz.
Back in 2 seconds.
Hello, Lovak. I'd love to chat to you, but I need you to move onto that.
Physically can't go close to this dragon. So I'm going to step out. Is he in sight? Is he at the top of the wall again?
He's on top of the wall, yeah.
Cool. I'll might as well shoot. Disadvantage. 17.
Ooh.
As the arrow flies through the air, it just hits the ice beneath his feet
Oh.
and ricochets off into the distance. Any sturdier and you might have made a hit.
Damn it. Okay. Wisdom. Oh, that's the end of my turn there. So I'll bonus action.
Remember, you got the 1d8 for your next.
Yeah, that's true.
Can that be used for? Can that be used for the?
You can, yeah. That's one
If there's
spot.
ability check,
Yeah.
roll or saving throw.
Yeah.
I'll hide anyway, just in case I fail. Behind there. But yeah, let's do the wisdom save. At advantage. Yes.
Is it at
Advantage or D8?
Oh, sorry. Shit.
D8? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. Let's get that. 1d8.
Come on, 8.
It doesn't go away though if you fail. By the way, it doesn't get expended.
You had to make a 14.
Ah, yes.
Fucking great.
Amazing.
Yeah, DC 14 saving throw you passed. So, you are no longer frightened.
Okay,
Yay.
move towards that plinth, or I'm still gonna drag you there, Lovac.
It has to be at my end of the turn, so I have no movement.
Ah.
I'm not going to drag my feet.
No, you can actually choose to fail, right?
Yeah.
Well, if you're willing, it surely would just be,
Yeah.
I would just be dragging you, and that would be fine, right?
Yeah.
Drama. Oh. Falls to the
That was
ground
intense.
in your arms. Cool. So that brings us on to Olga.
Cool.
In fact, it doesn't.
I thought that might be the case.
Go back one. And suddenly the ogre reappears.
Huh?
That guy.
I thought actually I shouldn't leave. I mean, it looked like you guys. I was watching round the corner, and I looked like you guys had hit that dragon a lot.
You can fuck right off.
He's goal hanging.
I'm gonna throw this javelin at him. Watch me take down this dragon. Oh, and he actually gets advantage because of Olga. Oh no, actually, it's too high.
He's
so
on
he
the wall,
doesn't.
isn't he?
Yeah. So he's like, oh, yeah, watch this. And then he throws the javelin, and unfortunately it's a 16. And the javelin flies over the top of the dragon in this wall and lands between Drent, Cathbad, and Broderson. But fortunately doesn't hit any of your... Oh, I missed. Oh, shucks. Olga, you're up.
Okay. Olga is going to move into the center. 10, 15, 20. Go that side. Go over here. But as she reaches it, she's going to turn around and fuck it, another firebolt. Oh, come on! Everything's just like 15s or 14s.
And again, as it flies through the air, it starts to fizzle as the cold air just takes away the intensity of the heat.
Is the wall made of ice? And could it melt the ice and then the dragon fall down onto the floor 30 feet?
If it had hit, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, there's no bonus actions. So.
Broderson.
So, Chris, what's the plan?
Lovac and I will be with you in just a second.
What should I do?
Just keep the dragon away from us as best you can.
I'll hold my action, and if the dragon flies towards Grizz, then I'll run and jump at it.
Okay. Grizz.
Lovac, come with me if you want to live. And then, yeah, so
Repeat.
Lovac, come with me if you want to live. That was a really dramatic moment there. Yeah. So if he's willing, you just come with me, and I just use my movement. Is that fair, or do I need to do anything else? How does that work?
Do we hold hands?
Yeah, absolutely.
You need like 60 feet to get him there, though. Like, what's the distance? Because it's half.
I mean,
distance, right?
It would still have to be
Is it
half.
still half?
It would,
Okay, so I'm gonna use
his
the bonus action.
movement. You're using your
Yeah.
movement and dragging him.
Okay, bonus action dash then, right? And that'll more than cover it. Okay.
Is that enough to move you 30 feet?
I mean, I can do with
Yeah,
bonus
yeah,
action
yeah.
dash and do
Yeah,
90.
yeah.
So it's about
Yeah, so 45 feet. They'll get you there.
Yeah.
Fine.
Okay, right. So there we go. And then as I, obviously Lovac, come with me. Thank you. And then as I come in on the plinth, I drop to my knees and place the sword down in front of me, the sword of the Dragon King, and I drop it in front of him. Say, "Boar, I have done as commanded. Please help." And and I wait to see what happens.
So just to remind you, the exact words you heard were Grizz. Bring your kin and place the blade upon the pathway.
Yes. Pathway.
Cool. So as you do that,
That's my held action trigger
what was your held action?
to insult him.
We'll find out. Cool. So as the sword of the Golden King touches the crystal, a strange aura begins to consume the space around you. An aura which you can feel but not see as the hairs on your bodies start to rise. A faint humming starts to resonate from the crystal as the aura begins to strengthen, making your body and skin feel heavy with each passing moment. Then suddenly a strong burst of air and light pulses from the crystal as the chamber begins to shake. With each pulse, the light becomes brighter and brighter as it's amplified by the snow and ice that fills the cavern around you. You hear Mozor howl in anguish as the light intensifies and becomes blinding. The pulsating and heavy feeling coursing around you strengthens, forcing you all to close your eyes. Then suddenly, the space around you becomes quiet. As the light from the crystal begins to dissipate, your eyes still shut from the blinding light, other senses begin to take control. The cold air that surrounded you now feels warm. So warm, in fact, that you begin to sweat as it intensifies with each passing moment. The air feels heavy and thick in this place, and a foul smell of sulfur burns the tip of your nose. As your vision slowly returns, the crystalline and icy walls that filled the soft blue cavern now appear dark and jagged, replaced instead by a bright yellow hue. The heat intensifies as you see fire erupting all around you. The once cold cavern that was Mozor's lair now appears before you as a hot molten cavern. You find yourselves at the center of a platform surrounded by a lava flow that pours its way into the cavern from the molten waterfall to your west. You stand at the center of a circle stone, your hands pressed against a large crystal as your eyesights begin to return.
Nice. Niflheim.
Cool map.
Very cool.
We're missing Cathbad. Oh,
I'm
no,
under the green thing.
Guys, unfortunately, that didn't come with you, Cathbad.
No, that's
Yeah.
fine.
I'm guessing I didn't get my insult off then. I did have one. I wrote it down. It's okay.
As all of this was happening, you hear faint echoes of words resonate through the distance. What were they?
They were. Remember, this is the time you nearly killed us, but we'll spend your treasure well. Till next time.
Time, 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 time. As
Nice.
those words resonate as you appear within this cavern.
Nice.
Well, we nearly
Without the
died.
dragon.
Yep. Me to him. Yeah, we nearly
Who
died.
gets the credit?
For living? Oi, we all do. We live a dragon fight.
Yeah. The holy power of Boar, I think you'll find you should be thanking.
Is that what it was, Chris?
I believe so.
Not the first time he saved our bacon.
And it
Do you
probably
ask
won't
him
be
to
the
just
last.
kill the
time.
dragon next time?
I mean, that would feel like, I don't know. We you know, like what we needed right now was an escape, right? You know,
Yeah.
because we were gonna die in that room otherwise.
Oh, most assuredly.
But we're all still
We wanted
here.
him.
We're all still here, and that's what's important.
Do you want to know something really cool, though, Chris?
Yeah, I do always want to know things that are cool. Yeah.
And I just open up the bag of holding a little bit and show him some of the gold.
we got loads of gold from that stinking hypocrite.
What is this place, though?
I don't really know. I mean, I think this is what we were looking for, though, right?
Was this in your visions, Cathbad?
This doesn't seem familiar. No, this doesn't seem like anything I saw in my visions. A lot more fire and lava than I remember in my vision.
Maybe it's just summer year now. Like maybe this is opposite world. So where there was ice, there's now fire, right?
I hope there's not a fire dragon here, then.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, the ring doesn't work against that. Well, where are we? What is this? Was the crystal a gateway or a pathway? What are these statues? Can I investigate one?
So give
What? Leave.
So give me an Arcana check as you sort of come away from the crystal.
Can I pick up my sword and see if that does anything?
Cathbad,
Ooh,
your
nice.
visions
Nice.
that you had in your head, you felt the sensation in your dreams before, so you know that this is a method of transportation, a way to travel between planes. This
So
is
is this-
what was shown to you in your visions.
So this is the Feywild, or some other plane, perhaps. Okay, so
You just know that
mm,
these crystals, and it's taken you now to connect that the sensations that you felt, now that you've actually realized those sensations, were in fact you transporting to another location.
Friends, I feel like I can say with confidence that when we're not quite in the Creydor that we all know right now. We're in a different place.
And as you look into the crystal, you see a glimpse shadow of a dragon swirling around a cavern before it starts to blur.
Does the dragon look like really disappointed because we didn't let him kill us?
And really angry that we stole his treasure.
Based on that roll, he doesn't look very happy.
Yes.
I don't think that's
You've
the
now
last we've seen
created
of
an
Mozart.
enemy.
Oh yeah.
Wow. So, do we need to do anything else in here, or do we start to try and venture out? Because I think we probably all feel like we need a rest at some point where it's safe to do so, right?
Is
Is
there
it warm in here?
is there any information on the statues or
The
something?
heat is intense in here, by the way. Like I said, you're already sweating and you've been here for seconds.
I could make a good stew in here, I'm sure.
As you wipe the perspiration off your face.
Stewed bugbear.
Yeah,
But
it could.
Novak?
What's that?
It's just a pity we couldn't have a dragon stew tonight, right?
That would have been nice.
Yeah. But we don't have to kill everything, right? That's okay sometimes. So shall we try and get out here and see where that leads us? Because we might be in a whole new world here, right? We might be in a different, a whole different world.
Yep. Is there any
there's one
writing on these
pathway.
statues, Mike?
We might be in a world where you turn on the taps and ale comes out.
Lovat, before
Think
you
it-
go running
think-
off ahead, we'll come back to the statues in a minute. Yeah, so Dren, do you want to give me a investigation check, please?
Is that to see if I can see the writing, is it?
Yeah, so you can see that these statues look like they were part of something a little bit more refined. They look crumbled and old now, as if broken down by time.
13.
13. So yeah, this particular statue that you look at, I said, you can make out a broken sort of what you would perceive to have been from your time in the tomb of the Garlic and the city of Dagdarum, a representation of Bor, which is degraded. Like half of his face has been knocked off through wear and tear. But you do see some engravings in runic.
I would call to Grizz, being our local boar expert, and ask him if he can read this language or understand it.
Yeah,
I'll even try to read it myself.
I'm more than happy to take a look. I mean, I do speak Dwarvish and Elvish, if it's either of those.
I can. Olga has comprehend languages if required.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, if I can't figure it out, that would be amazing, Olga. Thank you.
So yeah, as you come over to have a look, I mean the 14 was good enough to make out the text and the runes, and you just see written within runic language, an old runic language, "Welcome to Bor's domain, God of the earth and mountains." That's it.
Oh, wow.
So welcome to Bor's domain, god of the...
Earth and mountains.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Do you think we might get to actually, meet Bor? because I've definitely got a lot to be thankful to Boar for. And I really, the one thing I wanted out of this experience, having had that experience with Daggis where I felt so bitterly betrayed, is I know I'm not always the best I could be, but I didn't want it to make me any worse. And now I think maybe it won't make me worse and I might be better out of this, so I feel quite relieved. Shall we get out of here? Somewhere that's not quite so warm.
Yeah. I hope.
Let's go.
I hope there's not too much trouble here. It seems.
Lovac, I couldn't move you for cash money a minute ago, so you know I'll be with you in a second.
My hair's getting singed.
And the cavern begins to shake as though very seismic.
Okay, I think it's time. I think it's time to go now.
And Grizz, again, you start to feel a resonance coming from your hip, where your sword
Alright.
is sheathed.
And I touch the sheathed sword and I say, "Okay, thank you, Boar. Really appreciate this and hope we can do right by you."
And you hear it speak to you once again. It's contemplating its words.
I like somebody who's very considered about what they say. I'd like to be, more considered about what I say sometimes.
The path ahead. Head. There lies danger. Danger. But this time, it isn't just in your head. Others around you can hear.
What did you
See
do
that?
then, sorry?
See, that's do it again, Mike.
The path ahead is danger.
Okay. The path is danger. See, that's what I'm dealing with all the time. I get that, not all the time, but I've had that happen to me a few times. It's pretty weird, right? Shall we keep moving, even though there's danger ahead?
We can't stay here.
Yeah, I mean, this would there'd be a pretty short existence if we do, right?
Could you ask me if the path behind is more favourable?
I'm just giggling to myself that you don't find it strange that you hear voices.
I mean,
We know we're in Boar's realm, so
yeah, and I've made it clear that I do hear Boar, so shouldn't be that weird, right?
Okay. Okay. So, not looking at that or the other statue. That's fine.
I thought they both had the same right on them.
Oh no, they're both similar statues, but they both depict different things.
Okay.
Broderson, would you mind taking a look at that other statue just before we leave, please?
No problem, guys. I'm not a particularly learned man, but I'll take a look.
Well, you're a very cultured individual, right?
Well, I was raised in a stable, guys, so not very. Can I roll an investigation check?
Yes, please do.
7.
Nice, this one.
That's what made me laugh.
Yeah, so again, you make out it's a different depiction of Boar. He seems to be cradling almost like a city within his hands. and beneath, runic inscriptions.
Are there tall buildings in the city, or is it like a village?
City seems to be carved quite finely.
Do I recognize the city?
No. But there are runic inscriptions below.
Chris, can you read runic?
Like only contemporary runes.
I'll have a look. Where's Olga?
Yeah, Olga's got the thing where she can do that, right?
Yeah, I might as well. I'm gonna cast
Olga the Dragon Rider.
and the Rune Reader. I'm gonna cast Comprehend Languages so I can read them for an hour. What's that level? So yeah, Olga's gonna take a look. Do I need an investigation as well? Or can I just read them?
Yeah, Brodesson's done that for you. So, yeah, you see the runes that Brodesson point out to you, and as you start to read through them, they seem to speak the words, "You have taken the path of enlightenment. May the heart of earth bring you wealth and prosperity. Boar's light will guide your way to the citadel of fortunes."
Okay, I know it's got the word fortunes in there, but we're not going to steal from the Citadel of Fortunes. Can I just be really clear on that now? Okay, we're not going to get into any of the more moral grey zones on this. We're in the presence of a god.
I feel like this is Cathbad now. I feel like we're on the right track now that we've evaded that dragon. The path to enlightenment is something we were told about weeks and weeks ago, right near the start of our journey.
Yeah, I feel slightly more enlightened now. I'm still complicated though.
Grace.
Yes.
To defend yourselves.
Thank you.
As the cavern begins to shake, and that was telepathic, by the way. As the cavern begins to shake, and stones and rocks begin to fall from above, and
Okay.
Go on.
Okay, do we start moving forward now? This is shaking. I've got another message. Let's go.
Before you get a chance to move much further, a voice echoes around the cavern. Who enters this domain?
Can I shout back if I hear it and say, Mozo, he said, you're afraid of him? And then I'd like to leg it.
And in almost like ignorance of everything you just said, speak the words of thy father.
Yes, Grizz, you can have it if you want it. There we go. That's the words of my father. Yes, you can have another horse because you broke the last one because you tried to jump off a cliff with it. That's fine. Wherever you want, you get. That's the words of my father.
As the lava starts to intensify all around you, a blistering heat starts to intensify the room as the cavern begins to rumble and rocks continue to fall from the cavern above, and in front of you a creature appears from the lava.
A friendly creature, right?
I mean,
I am the guardian of the way. Who enters this domain?
Well,
Friends of Boar.
I'm Grizz. I'm a defender of Boar's Light. I've been summoned here. And I've brought my whole team who are all excellent in their own ways.
Defender of Boar.
Uh-huh.
Then you do not speak the words of thy father. No mortal shall come to this place and free the gods from their shackles.
Oh dear.
Oh.
He's not a friendly guy.
It's a god prison.
As it continues to rise from the lava, a elemental of sort, a swirling fire with armor around its molten cage that seems to glow as it wields a large sword. Almost two swords, as though blades of flame coming from its body as its face and eyes glow through a metal armor helm that adorns its head. Those who do not follow the ways of our Father shall die in this place. And that's where we'll leave it this week.
I mean, this is D&D, right? There's a chance most people you don't know who their father is, right? So that's usually the case with D&D characters.
It's very true.
Yeah.
As well.
Wow, out of the frying pan, I think, a little bit there, but at least it's
Yeah.
not
Out of the
dragon.
ice into the fire?
Yeah.
Did we manage to get past him at all, Mike?
I wandered off.
When we was running?
Yeah, I know, but you wandered off before I had a chance to stop you. So
Okay.
I'll say you've gone up that trail, but there was a trigger point for that creature.
Okay.
Wow, it seems like we, conquered a massive challenge this evening. I wonder if there may be anything significant that might come of that.
I don't know what you mean.
But we didn't
You had a couple of magic items, didn't you, in the last
we didn't
session?
kill him, did we?
You didn't kill a dragon. You didn't get any
No,
XP.
we survived the dragon. That's
You don't
gotta
get
be worth,
XP for
half an
survival.
XP. That's going to be like half an XP.
You can't go to the local town and go, half killed a dragon. Drent the dragon slayer. Drent the half dragon slayer.
No, I killed the dragon. Can't take that
You
from
might.
me.
I mean, Olga might get a little bit of XP for riding a dragon. You know. It's pretty
Yeah, okay.
So I did a total of 2 points of damage to that dragon the entire fight. I'm just saying. You know, it all counts, right?
cool. I think Lovak was the master damage dealer for that combat. He absolutely ruined him.
Grizzy's few hits as well. With the sword
Only
was
2
insane.
rounds I had, I think.
Yeah, it was quite a hefty bit of damage. And actually, for once, I just realised we finished on time.
Yeah,
Um,
good
No way.
But
teamwork there. Everyone,
to be
everyone
fair,
got
it was a
involved, right?
really good effort against that dragon. I mean, you all bomb bursted in different directions to deal with it in your own different ways, so it worked out really, really well.
It's the thing with dragons, though, is you can't just all group up and pile in, otherwise that'll just get taken merciless advantage of, right? You know, if we all
Thanks to the
just
dragon
stood
landed
there
as
in a
well.
cone, right? That's what you liked, right? We all just stood there in that.
Next time I'll just make a map
Cones.
where you're just in a little cavern, and then just like No, I was yeah, it was obviously it was a really good way of dealing with it. So, no, good stuff. And in fact, we had some nice nat 20s there as well.
Yeah.
Some
So,
really cool improv stuff there as well. You know, the spider webs. I thought it was pretty cool.
I know,
It's
if
a
only
shame.
it worked.
Shame they didn't land. You know, at least the nature of the
just-
game, isn't it? Sometimes
I was
they
just
do,
trying to
sometimes
find,
they don't.
yeah, I was trying to find a more detailed description of it, and it was the one that was a spell. So I was in my head like, oh, I can just throw a web out anywhere, but no, it has to be a hit.
It felt like it was either crits or just horrendous misses. A lot of the, a lot more like that session. It was just like
It was a game of RNG.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really good though. I really enjoyed that.
Oh, I'm exhausted
Yeah,
after
shame we
that.
couldn't finish him off. Yeah.
Yeah, should we go back at the start of the next session through the portal again and
Once we've leveled up.
Do your sword thing again with the crystal.
yeah, I reckon I could get us back if we needed to, right?
Yeah.
Hey, what?
Potentially.
No, I'll save that for next session. I was gonna say.
And on that note, then, yeah, just like to say thank you everybody for watching tonight, and obviously thank you to everybody for being here in tonight's session. We will pick it up again in 2 weeks' time, providing all goes to schedule. For those of you who do watch us quite often, yeah, apologies, we did miss 2 weeks ago due to absences and illnesses, including myself. So yeah, we did miss the last session, hence picking up the last session from here. But yeah, we plan to play again on Tuesday the 21st of June, 2 weeks time, Tuesday night, 7 p.m. GMT. So if you're all there, great, we'd love to see you again watching us live. And if you're watching this back on any of our channels, yeah, please do hit that like and comments on our videos. And if you do like the content, please hit the subscribe buttons as well. And we look forward to seeing you all again in 2 weeks' time. So when we're gonna find out where the crew have just landed, as they, yeah, find themselves in a seemingly hostile molten lava environment, a very much a change of where they just were in a icy cavern. So stay tuned to find out more in 2 weeks' time. So that's it from us. We are the Conduits of Chaos. Have a good evening, everyone, and we'll see you in 2 weeks' time.
Thank you all.
Okay, well.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.